When leaders start creating enemies, trying to distract you away from themselves, there's a reason behind it, which is so you don't notice their own failures. This has been known for a long time. We have a term for it. It's called scapegoating. Hi, I'm Noel. My mission is to give you great psychological tools so that you understand yourself better and those around you as well, the important relationships in your life, with the aim that you will live a happier and a healthier life. How do leaders, and why, I guess, is also important, create scapegoats or enemies to hold on to power? Well, take a look around the world at the moment and we'll see some pretty good examples of that at the moment. So it's always been the case that particularly repressive leaders and dysfunctional leaders, whether that's a national, a family or a company level, create scapegoats. And you need to understand what a scapegoat is. The scapegoat is literally the goat or the animal that was tied outside of a village that was threatened by predators such as lions, etc. And they would stake an animal, usually goat because it made a lot of noise, outside the village, and then the predators would go and eat it and not come into the village. So they'd have their sort of food and then leave the village alone, so the village would be safe at night. That's where the term comes from, and that's literally what a scapegoat is there for, is to allow predators to feed upon them, whether they be emotional, political, whatever form of predator they are, to get their fill and leave the village alone. So it's a distraction technique. And generally, leaders will do it because they want to distract from the fact that they're pretty horrible themselves, or that they're failing, or that something is going wrong. And it's the easiest way. It also plays into things like gang culture. So people will support the scapegoating because they're afraid that they're going to be picked upon themselves. But also, it's just the repetition of a negative message over a long period of time by somebody in power. Eventually, what happens is people begin to believe it, particularly if they can get control of the communication methods. And you see that now in countries around the world, taking over the press, suppressing freedom of speech. As a rule, as a sort of therapist, one would say a healthy group is a group that can tolerate difference and debate. Unhealthy groups are ones where there's far too much agreement. So if everybody agrees with somebody, that's a problem. Generally, human beings should be a bit like herding cats. Difficult. It should be difficult. You should have a range of opinions and a range of views. If that's not there, then there's a problem. If you like this video or any of the videos, please do please do comment, and it would be super if you could subscribe. It's really helpful to get your feedback.